Hi, I'm Jacqueline Pigdon from Gina Life, and welcome to today's Wednesday's Wisdom. The tip that I have for you in today's video is all about helping you prioritize. Now, we had a client come to us just recently and he felt extremely overwhelmed. He had a massive to-do list and he didn't know which task to do next. So I asked him, when was each task due? And he said he didn't know. I said, what happens when someone, the senior manager or the director, asks you to do a particular task? Do you ask when it's due? And he said, no, they seem to imply that it's due as soon as possible. So he had collected a list, a to-do list that was sky-high long, and he had no idea when any of it was due. So I said, the first thing you need to do is find out when these tasks are due, and any time moving forward to make a positive change, and you might like to put this into your life too. I always do it. Whenever anyone asks me to do something, I'll ask them, when would you ideally like to have this done by? And even if they say ASAP, you can say, look, I've got a lot of things on my to-do list. If you're able to give me a guideline, do you need it in the next couple of hours? Do you need it by the end of business today? Or perhaps you just need it by Monday? If you can give me a guideline, then I'm able to prioritize and pop it into my schedule to ensure that I get your task done and everybody else's as well on time. So moving forward, our client started to do this and he started to relax and he felt more comfortable because he knew which task he needed to do next. So I encourage you, if you are given tasks and lots of them throughout the day and throughout your week, and your to-do list is growing longer and you're not sure which one to prioritize as the most important, move forward always asking, in a very nice way, to the person assigning you the task, when would you ideally like to have this done by? So I can schedule it to make sure I get it done for you on time. So I hope you've liked today's Wednesday's Wisdom. I'm Jacqueline Pigdon from Gina Life, and until next time, I hope you have a fantastic day. What happens when someone refuses to give you a due date other than as soon as possible? And they can't elaborate on anything more than that. As soon as possible, I want it done, and that's all there is to it. So you can interpret as soon as possible in very different ways. They have not been able to express what as soon as possible means to them. So to you, if you've already got a list of ASAP tasks, then you can just add it to the bottom of the list, because as far as you're concerned, other people got in first in your list and maybe you prioritize them. And when they come back to you in a few days' time and say, where is that task that I said was due as soon as possible, I wanted it done by, you can say, I'm doing it as soon as possible. And then if they say, when we have it done by, then you can say, just like you, as soon as possible. I can't elaborate anything more than that. I haven't started it yet. I do have all these other things, but maybe next week. Being a little bit assertive, but at least it might get you in a position where someone will elaborate a little bit more on what ASAP means to them.